Tonight's episode is brought to you by the Be Real Podcast Network. For more episodes like this, go to BREELnetwork.com. Enjoy the show.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to another awesome episode of Movie Guys Podcast. I am Jordan, along here with Eric. How are you doing tonight, buddy?
I'm just hanging out, man. How about yourself?
I can't wait to talk about this movie. I'm excited. I'm doing good as well. Tonight we are missing Ed. Ed has the flu, like everybody else has had the past couple weeks.
Yep.
And just to let the people know in Australia and Japan who are downloaded us all the time, I am recording out of Northwest Ohio, and Eric is out of Detroit. We're about an hour and a half away from each other. And this is just Northwest Ohio's weather, people who are listening to this show. 3 days ago, it was 64 degrees and sunny, shorts, gorgeous. We're getting a snowstorm on Saturday.
We're getting one
God bless
tomorrow, tonight possibly.
Oh, you're getting yours tonight?
Well, from what I had seen on the old weather report is that this whole weekend was just nice, bright, no cloud in the sky weather. I mean, like hot, geez, do I need to switch back my jacket? Like it was hot out.
Yeah.
And suddenly, like today, it was like, whew, it was real cold. And when I saw the news, there's this cold front, there's this big old thing that's coming down from Canada, and it's eventually, you know how the weather moves. It'll eventually just roll in slow. It'll dip in waves and until eventually it just gets everything. But yeah, we're supposed to get something tonight or tomorrow, and we'll see. It's cold as shit out. It's cold as shit out.
And also, folks, so you know a little bit more about geography. If you don't know Detroit well, Detroit is literally surrounded by water. So Eric is getting it 10 times worse than I am because of that cold front with the water. Ah, geez, I don't envy you, pal.
Just a lot of ice. It's like, well, people didn't know, and I'm sure Midwesterners already do know that it's not like the temperature cold. It's the wind. It's oh god, it's piercing. It just yeah. You ever you come outside and you just grab your jacket and you just start swearing into the wind just for no reason.
Yeah.
You just start.
You just put your middle finger up to nothing.
Yeah,
and you're just like, damn, you win.
Just yelling it out.
Like
some sort of comedic, like a dad comedic joke or something like that.
Absolutely. But I will tell you, I'll tell you this though, I was not swearing at this movie. Tonight we are reviewing a small little review here tonight, folks. We are reviewing a Netflix movie, Cult of Chucky.
They just keep them coming.
We are finally doing them. So I am not going to go on the record and say that I'm a Child's Play fan, but I have seen all the movies, and I do. And Eric, this is actually a serious question for you. So you got your main three in the slasher genre. You got Michael Myers, you got Freddy Krueger, and you got Jason Voorhees. Sure. Those are the big three that you think of.
Sure.
But then you got your B characters. You got, Chucky. You got Leprechaun.
Sure.
You got Pinhead. Yeah. And you got Leatherface. Where does Chucky fall? Would you consider Chucky a B-lister, or would you put him into the big three category? Where does he rank here? Is he higher than Pinhead? Is he lower than Leprechaun? Where do you place Chucky?
Now, it's a good question because in kind of cult film or just even pop culture in short, to have a character that just has recognizable presence is kind of the main goal, where just by looking at this thing or whoever or an item of that person or something, a little mark, an indication of them, then you know what it is all about. And
sure.
I think Child's Play or the Chucky movies definitely fit into that mold. When you know what you're getting, you know who he is, you know what Child's Play is about. I'd say he's B tier. Yeah, for sure. We're not gonna, there's definitely like a lot lower, on the scale, Puppet Masters and whatnot.
Yeah, I would say. I would say C is like Puppet Master, Pumpkinhead.
Good one. Children of Corn and stuff like that.
Children of the Corn are definitely C. Critters are definitely C
Oh,
villains.
good one. Yeah. So yeah, I mean
Yeah.
things like that. But I mean, like Chucky definitely commands presence, and he's old. Man, this guy's been around for this franchise been around since what 1988.
29 years.
Yeah.
29 years.
So
So
dude's made some movies, and obviously it's kept Jennifer Tilly relevant for all these years.
yes, and here's the funny thing. Before I get into my last question, but do you know that when she did Bride of Chucky in 1998, she was 42 years old?
Jeez, really?
Yeah, so it's been almost 20 years since Bride of Chucky. That's how old we are now. And she's like she's 60, man. She's pushing 60.
I gotta look this up. Really?
She was 42 years old in 1988 when she did Bride of Chucky.
I Why does it say Jennifer Tilly voice? Like it's who voices Jennifer
Because
Tilly? Yeah,
because
I know her because her voice is unique. But
because that baby voice, man.
yeah, she's 59 years old.
Yeah, she's pushing 60, bro.
Well, good. Well, she still got it.
She still got it.
She still
But
got it.
my last question before we get into the cult of Chucky. Do you, Eric, have a favorite Child's Play movie in the franchise that you go to and be like, okay, that's the one I like the most? Do you have one?
Oh, two. That's the one with the I remember too, and that's more so just nostalgia. That's really what it is. Because there's been so many times where, in the age of Blockbuster Video, or like whatever family video that you have to go to, like
Yeah.
what you would browse through on Netflix now, you did obviously manually, or analog that way. You'd go up and down the aisles and look at the box arts, right?
Yeah.
And that's all it was. Obviously, there's been many times I loved horror as a kid. I just like, and my parents never wanted me to watch it because I'm too young, or the murder. They don't want to expose little Eric into that sort of stuff. Child's Play 2 always stood out. That was the one where he had like the big hedge clippers, and he's in front of the Jack in the Box.
Yep.
Yeah, like as a kid, like you see that, like yeah, hell yeah, I want to see that, and parents are like, hell no, we're not going to go see that. Well, lucky for me, my best friend had an older brother, and obviously when you have an older brother, it's you just get all. So we get to see. I would go to his house to see all these movies that I wasn't supposed to see, all the Predator movies, all. So yeah, this was one such movie that I was able to go see with them, and it stuck with me. It stuck with me. It
Sure.
was yeah, I just liked that movie, and I tried to after that get more into it. So I think it's called Child's Play 3 after that too. But I didn't see anything else until later on, just because of accessibility. Like I
Yeah.
wasn't able to go, and wasn't until maybe like in high school I was just like, oh yeah, I'm able to go see these now. But
Sure.
now I'm older, and these movies kind of don't hold up as well anymore. But
That is so funny because to quote Step Brothers, Eric, did we just become best friends?
yeah.
Because I'm the only person out of the group of friends that loves Child's Play 2. Everybody else says Bride of Chucky. And Child's Play 2, I love the most. It stuck with me too, not just because of the poster, but because of the ending. I still say it has the greatest ending of the Chucky series because that's when Andy, the little boy, and his babysitter are fighting Chucky in the warehouse who makes all the good guy dolls.
Yeah.
So you never knew where Chucky was going to pop out of. That was such a cool ending. And I've always liked Child's Play too. But tonight we're talking about Cult of Chucky. Now, this is going to be a little small review like we were saying, folks. We're going to get right into it. If you've not seen this movie, it was released in October on video on demand and also on Netflix as well for free if you subscribe to Netflix. But let's get into the spoilers. Let's get into the plot. Basically, the short synopsis is the survivor girl from the last movie in the wheelchair, who was actually Brad Dourif's real life daughter, the voice of Chucky. Um, she's in a mental hospital, and we get multiple Chuckies. We get multiple instead of just one Chucky. We get this is the aliens of Chucky,
Yeah.
essentially, and a lot of great kills. And we'll get into the thick of it. But then we also get some of the classic heroes coming back, like
Yeah.
Andy.
Yeah, Andy we have, who That was kind of a surprise. I actually was just like, wait a second, is that the real? Is that dude? And
Yeah, so yeah.
yeah, and yeah, so he comes back. Jennifer Tilly's still obviously kicking. Um, and I mean, like what the hell, man?
Did you not see Curse of Chucky that got released a few years ago then?
With no, I didn't.
Oh, okay, because I knew that the guy who played Andy as a boy, he's coming back as an adult. So I want to make that clear to the fans real quick. The
Ah,
little boy in the first two Child's Play movies, he's grown up now, of course, in real life, and he is back. That is the original actor. But at the end of Curse of Chucky that came out a few years ago, the after credit scene was Jennifer Tilly mailed Chucky to Andy, and then Andy killed Chucky. So I knew that Andy was going to come back somehow in the next movie.
right.
But it was great to see him in this again, and it was great too that Brad Dourif is voicing Chucky again. I mean, he has always voiced Chucky. He's never left the project. But that's great because Brad Dourif is an Oscar-nominated actor, and he always finds time to does these small little movies. And also, oh God, his last name, but he has been involved in the Child's Play series since the first one as well, the director of this movie. So that's always nice that it's not always changing hands. They're always sticking with a good cohesive story. What do you think of this story, Eric? I mean, did you think this was a good place to take Chucky? Were you happy overall with this movie with what they did with it, or did you want something different?
I mean, where else are you gonna take this? You know, but they've set itself up for movies to come. That's for damn sure.
Yeah,
And yeah, so what they did with it, like there were some good kills. I didn't like most of the characters in this movie, but you really didn't need to because they were probably gonna die anyway. So
absolutely.
it didn't really matter. But on the borderline of ridiculousness, it was. Well, I mean, it's a Chucky movie. Like, what the hell do you know?
Yeah.
Do I
Was
need to
it?
go into depth about a nostalgic play toy from the '80s who kills people? Like, you know.
No, yeah, I get that definitely. But I thought it was cool though that they added more Chucky dolls to the mix. Like I thought that kind of upped the danger more. You
I'd be
know?
curious about that because I wonder if there's like some rules into this now. It doesn't seem that there are because they said that he could pretty much just through this new voodoo that he's learned or whatever he can go to any he can replicate himself into anything, right?
Yeah, so like let's talk about that because you're right. So in preparation for this review, I have over the past couple of days watched all the Child's Play movies, and the first three Child's Play movies, the rules were very simple. When Chucky first revealed himself as the killer doll, he could only transfer his soul to Andy, the first person that he told who he was. That was the simple rule. That's why he was always going after Andy. Well, when we got Bride of Chucky, the rules have changed to where there are no rules, essentially. And then we got Seed of Chucky, where the two dolls who don't have any way to procreate create a baby doll that has girl and boy parts named Glenn or Glenda. So, I mean, like they completely just forgot all the rules and said, fuck it.
Yeah,
But I like the original rule. Don't you like the original rule, Eric, of okay, so the Lakeshore Strangler was Charles Lee Ray, and he transferred his soul into a doll so he could continue to live forever. But the first person that he told his secret to, that he is the killer doll, that is the only person he can transfer his soul to. I think that's a good, simple rule.
sure. I like that, but what he's doing is replicating himself or something like that.
Now,
Like,
that's what he's doing now. Yep.
okay, so it's just like a bunch of clones or something like that is what they found. Basically, is what they're doing. He found a way to replicate himself. There's still the original.
They're still the original, yes, with the scars and stuff and everything. But the thing
There's
I
still the
find fast,
original who's just basically half ahead now,
pretty much, yeah.
and held by Andy. So I get that. And so yeah, I could be I guess I'm bored with that because now we're going into kind of new rules and we'll see where it goes. But it sets up to be something special. Like the way that it ends, it's just like, ends like there's definitely going to be a follow up, right? Like,
It definitely does, but I think we should leave that for the viewers too. About I'm not getting into that big spoiler, but this is actually a pretty big question I wanted to ask you about it though. With that, is don't you think that it's time to reboot it? I mean, like they kind of rebooted it last year. Well, I mean, 2 years ago when you got Curse of Chucky, they kind of rebooted the franchise a little bit, but they still stayed canon into the original storyline. Don't you think that this movie now deserves to be scary again? Like, let's just start over from scratch? Or do you think they need to continue on this crazy story of Jennifer Tilly and Andy and all this stuff?
well,
I mean, like,
here's the thing: is that if if you're gonna redo this movie, if you're gonna reboot Chucky, which you can't now, like this movie has gone too deep into whatever that it's gonna be very hard to reboot. Like there's already so much going on. If you were going to, though, you'd have to do it pretty much like how it was doing it, and you'd have to take kind of the same idea, but you'd have to really take it seriously. You'd have to really like make it into something, and commit
yeah,
to everything too. Like these movies now are made with an eye roll, like
yes,
we don't worry about this. And okay, well, listen, we're all just here for the kills and for some cool Chucky scenes. That's basically all why we're here. We don't give a shit that the doctor was doing this or that the orderly was doing that. You know, we want the kills.
absolutely.
So
Absolutely. That's why we're here.
if you're doing this as a reboot, then you need to have it more also focused on the story. And the story has to be something that isn't insulting, isn't cheesy.
Yeah, I mean, like, I think they should make one more following this timeline, to kind of complete everything together. And then, I think they need to reboot it because there's something that's very interesting. Growing up young, when I was growing up, you and I, like we established, we both loved horror. Well, Cult of Chucky has done something that fanboys of horror has been wanting for years. Bring back the final movie with all the survivors to take on the big bad. They've been talking about that for Friday the 13th. They've been talking about that for Michael and for Freddy, of bringing back the survivors to go one-on-one against the main killer for one final movie. That sounds like a good idea. And
and,
they
and
are,
kind of bury it. Like it's,
yeah,
like closure for these characters would be a good thing. Like
absolutely.
they would get the money that they want. You got it. And it would be the best part because you give closure to a lot of the fans who have been sticking with them decades now, and you get a
Hmm.
final thing. Good for Jamie Lee Curtis. Maybe she can get out of them commercials and finally do something with Mike Myers, even though she already killed him a couple times now.
And he's killed her. And I guess they're going to forget that resurrection ever happened, but that's another show.
But at the other part, when you discontinue or end this, you open it for a reboot to happen many years down the line.
Absolutely. But here's the thing, though. They need to stop. I mean, like, that's that's what I really wanted to get into this is that yes, I had a good time with this movie, and I'm not going to show my final review with that too soon. I mean, I had a good time. I knew what I was getting myself into.
Well,
This
let's
is
get into it actually.
okay. I mean, okay, so my final review of Cold of Chucky is it's definitely worth it. Um, and what I mean by that is, do I think it's a good movie? No, I don't think it's a good movie, but I knew what I was getting myself into. This was a child's play movie. What, this is the sixth, seventh one. I'm not going in here expecting much. Eric, you already hit it on the nose. Like, I want to see the kills. I want to see Chucky do his thing. And I got that. So I'm happy for that. I did not leave going, oh my God, this is terrible. Like, it was just a fun little, good little slasher Chucky movie. I cannot complain. I've seen worse. So I definitely say it's a worth it to check it out. Eric, what about you? Is Cult of Chucky worth it or not worth it?
It's on Netflix. It's kind of there, everybody. Coming from like a scary movie, fan, and I liked the Chucky movies. This movie is not the Chucky that movie that I like, but then again, I've set my bar way too high, and that's me, everybody. That's not on you. I mean, I thought that the acting was kind of cheesy. The dolls didn't, they don't move as fluid as you want. But, these are just small gripes. Just like,
Yeah,
I agree with everything you said, Jordan. I'm in it for the kills. The plot is like the Dr. Foley or whatever. Fuck that
yeah.
guy the entire movie.
He's terrible, wasn't he? He
Yeah.
reminded me of he reminded me of Diedrich Laser, the actor who played the doctor in Human Centipede.
Yeah. Yeah, so pretty much, yeah, exactly. So, fuck that guy the entire movie. You're just like, what the? What? Yeah, I won't even do it. It's just ridiculous. But then again, at the same time, like, who cares? This movie's not trying to be anything else. It had fun. It spent the money where it needed to be in the kill,
Mhm.
and there was some there were some good kills, man.
There was some good kills, man.
I hats off. Okay, like I like a movie with some good kills. This movie had some good kills, and that's why I'll say that it's actually kind of worth it for this. Maybe more if you want to wait for like a holiday season. That's cool. If you're trying to go catch up on all your Child's Play, then yeah, sure, it's fine. It's not the worst. It's definitely not the best. Acting is subpar. Jennifer Tilly is definitely getting a paycheck, and why the hell shouldn't she?
Yeah.
And so yeah, I mean, I smoke weed.
Yeah, I mean, so overall, people, Cult of Chucky is fun. It's free to a certain degree. I mean, like, you don't have to go out to see it in theaters. You don't have to go buy it on video demand. It's boom. It's right here
Dude,
for you on
it's
Netflix.
zero
Ready to go.
hassle, man. It's right there on my couch. I'm ready to go. You know what? If you had some friends to like just sit around and like, drink and even just like rip on the movie for a little bit, you get a lot of fun out of it because there was
Yeah,
enough there to like it's yeah. I might be giving this movie too much, but it's exactly what it's supposed to be, man. It's just to kind of a fuck around. Don't worry about a movie, man. Have fun, and I got some kills out of it.
absolutely. No, yeah, absolutely. Definitely worth it. Well, guys, we hope everybody enjoyed this small little episode here for Eric and I here for Cult of Chucky. We're sorry that I could not make it, but God, winter and sickness is a motherfucker. So, but if you like this episode, please continue to download us on Podbean, which is movieguyspodcast.podbean.com. Also on movieguyspodcast.com itself. That is our main website. You can see all of our other episodes. It's a lot easier, actually. I wanted to explain this to folks before we closed off. Podbean kind of stinks when you want to check out some of our old episodes because it doesn't really organize it that well. But if you want to listen to some of our old episodes like Deadpool or The Force Awakens or our year one anniversary show, that's all on movieguyspodcast.com. It's really easy. Just click on the archive section. You can find every episode you want to. Also on iTunes, just search for Movie Guys Podcast, and on Twitter at Movie Guys Pod. But Eric, thanks so much for joining me, and we'll be back next week for another awesome movie review. Have a good night, guys.